Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Cougars and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
If you haven't been to Tempe, Arizona to a college football game at Arizona State, it definitely should be on your bucket list. This is one of the most unique stadiums in all of college sports. Built into the side of a mountain, you literally can go for a hike and watch the college football game. They have one of the most fun atmospheres in all of the stadiums, and they have built a concourse that is definitely worth a visit. A little club scene gets you going if you want to watch the Sun Devils. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Sun Devils ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He was under siege last time out, sacked 6 times, and it forced him into 2 interceptions. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Going for a big play right off the bat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not feeling. Nice job having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking on the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side.
Inside, it's Hawkins. Makes it past the marker. Right down the gut of the field. The tap. Touchdown, Cougars! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking for space. It's Hill. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Offense takes the field to start this drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Cougars are rolling down the field. Running into maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Might be changing the route. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Smith wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Harris. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. First quarter in the books. Let's see how these 2 wide receivers are stacking up so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference since they've expanded the quality of this.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running inside, it's Brown. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, and the trick play, and it won't work. The defense all over him before he can even turn the ball loose. They're lucky to hang on to the football. They'll go right back to the run. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it along the sideline. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. And what moves this guy has. The juice, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. Spin move. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. To the ground, he's got it again. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly,
got a little grass. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs. And
turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
you know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. The offense changing the play. Finds a little space. Looking for room at the 40. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Slithers into space. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Oregon, taking on the #1 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
The Cougars will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Sun Devils head coach told me something crucial. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Touchdown ASU! And the comeback is on. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Motion from the wideout. On the move. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cougars sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the delay, it's Hawkins. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finding some room. The 10 to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially. Down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shoot. Makes a grab and room to run. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Easy completion on the shuffle. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Brown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Sun Devils! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Cougars sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Some misdirection with the counter. Shakes off the defender. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up, and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. To the air. It's Lay. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Might have a chance. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might be calling a hot route. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Cougars. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get it.
Oh, he's got some space. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. More than 250 yards and 3 scores while leading them to victory in their last game. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lawrence. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll move the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up.
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop now to see what they do on fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Thanks to grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's late. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W.
There's some room. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Extending the play.
It's really early in the game, right?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
To the air, it's Lay. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat.
And he makes a play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they... down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, TCU. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Blay. They're working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Working the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Scott. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running inside, it's Edwards. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bulldogs looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board.
Second down coming up. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins. Maybe some room here. Knocked down for the tackle. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Looking to pass, it's Lay. Fires left. Makes a connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He'll try to do it himself, and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things. But find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Jayhawks head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Tackled and brought down. At the 20-yard line, good coverage there. The Cougars offense will start this game off with the football. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He got roughed up in that last loss, sacked 6 times and threw 3 picks. Back to pass, it's Lay. Makes the grab on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
So the Kansas Jayhawks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Jamal Roberts, he has become a They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Scrambling away. Hit as he throws. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got room to work. Jukes his way for more. There's a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Offense with jumbo personnel. Got some room and into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. His coverage unit right on top of it. They'll run the option. The pitch. There he goes. Inside the 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Excellent. From inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Racing down the left side. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! Once he got some room, it was over.
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like they're...
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Here's a little room there. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Looking for a gap. It's Roberts. Nice move to pick up yardage. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Jenkins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Right back to the well. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Got a little space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Maybe a crease. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Cougar! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
No, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fine. Could be an alley. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside. It's Roberts. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback making checks. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to pass, it's Clay. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 46, set to kick it off.
Coming out with it. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Corralled by the kicking team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions.
Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the ground, it's Roberts. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 21 team, the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Hurricanes, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Number 46, set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Runs through a tackle. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Ready.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Running inside. It's Roberts. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Finds his man. It's Parker. And they're able to get him down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Running to Green. Sweet cut there. There he goes. The 40, the 30, the 20.
yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense drags him down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got a little grass. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The run inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. It'll be 3rd and long. Nice move to keep running. There he goes to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Smashes ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Jayhawks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. And the defense got him at the 27. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sills. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Robert. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Look out, he's got room. Finding some room. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stand to the the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a man. It's Lay. Escapes the pressure to his right. He throws back to the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They get to him as he throws. Connection to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Bringing the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Cougars! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Pure domination. Game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up?" Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Turner. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Number 46, set to kick it off.
Out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Now on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thurman. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that